What's up, everyone? Let's start this off with a little bit of action here. Look at this Goliath tigerfish. He is starting to get them points on the end of his tail, starting to look like a true Goliath. He's got that big flag on his tail. Oh my goodness. Absolutely love it. His red is coming in. This guy is eating phenomenally in this tank and doing awesome. So he is only going to get more and more monstrous in this tank. And I can't wait to watch him grow and see him get so much bigger. But we got a lot more on the radar today. Let's dive into it. Okay, first and foremost, you guys are probably wondering what's going on with the tank updates. Well, you guys will get a tank update here in this video as well. But can we take a minute to appreciate this gluttonous fish right here? Look at him. I thought he was fat a few days ago and we just fed. And look how much he ate. He's just sitting on top of a basketball. This is a 30-inch long granulosis cat, and he is that fat. You can definitely stick a little mini basketball inside of his stomach. Okay, we got something else new and exciting over here to show you guys before we dive into that tank update. We got a little Cooper over here, always posing for the camera. But over here we got a new fish in quarantine. What could it be? You guys seen, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but we did get in these platinum red tails back here. You guys probably seen it in the reels if you guys follow on Facebook or Instagram. But over here we got another Arapaima in quarantine over here. This just came in. Look at all that green and turquoise blue already on his body. He's got some great colorations. We got to heal up his fins just a little bit. He got bit by a fly river turtle, but that is okay. We will get him healed up in no time. But he is right. He's over 16 inches, getting closer to that 18-inch mark. He's almost as wide as this tank, and this is an 18-inch wide tank. There we go. So he's going to stay in here for a couple of weeks before he gets bumped up. Actually, you know what? I trust the water that this Arapaima came out of, so he might only spend a few days in here before he gets bumped up. But it'll give me enough time to figure out where I'm going to put him. I have a few ideas, and that would be right into about a 1,000-gallon tank. You know, there's multiple here, so which one that could be, you never know. But moving on to these tank updates. There is a great movement coming. All these tanks are going to be gone and non-existent here soon. But when I tell you these tanks are coming, let's have a look. Because tank number one, which is this tank going across the center, 20 foot long. Here you can see the bottom is being welded up and tacked into place. As you can see, there's, you know, spacing every about 2 foot, and then towards the middle, you see that there is more bracing. That's where the steel plating meets, so it has something to land on. So that's going to be really cool, and it's going to be coming right through here. 20 foot long, 4 inches, and then it's going to be 52 wide, which is the same width as the wide part on this dog bone. And it's going to be this whole length here, 52 inches tall. So when you're looking over the top of the tank, you can still see that tank over the top of this new 20-foot tank right through here. And now you can see that the front window is now starting to be tacked into place, or I should say the framing for the front window is being tacked into place. And it is looking pretty sweet. They're going to get this fully tacked up. And then it's going to go over to the next person, where he's going to start fully welding the bars in place, while this second tank is starting to get tacked up. So things are going to start moving really quick here. The sump is 100% completely done. We are now working on the dog bone stand. So yes, that means this tank is being resurrected. That is going to be awesome. We're going to have the touch tank back for the big turtle. We're gonna have the big pleco out of there, back in here and on display, along with a few other fish, possibly some rays, we'll see. But this will be the touch tank right on the edge of the monster pond, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. Okay guys, one more last update on the tank that just came in while I was filming. But I wanted to take you guys over here and show you these rays. For one, that girl is all tore up. And when it comes to breeding rays, you really have to be careful for the mother's health. So I've been, keeping my eye on her to make sure she's not getting worse, or all the males would have to come out of here. But there's a point in breeding when you got to leave them in long enough to get the job done, and then make sure that the mom is, safe. So you don't want to leave them in too long, or if the male's too aggressive, you got to time that and use your judgment. But breeding can and will get ugly, as you can see. But look at that girl right there. She is big and plumpy. This girl here, I've got my eyes on. She might be. This girl right here, looking big and plumpy as well. She might be. That one right there, her back is pretty darn big. So that is 4 right there. And this girl, always got my eyes on her, and possibly this one here. So definitely seen a lot of breeding action, but I'm not calling it until I see movement of the babies, because I've been wrong before and they've just been fat as can be. I feed these girls every single day. As you can see, they are cleaning up some algae pellets right now, but that is a good source of nutrition for them. I like to do a balanced diet, go back from meat to pellets, and then I'll throw in all sorts of mixed food in between if I have extras or something like that. Oh my God, look at her. I swear that we see movement on her, but there's so many rays in this tank that it's super hard to see sometimes. But you just see some of these random movements, and them rolls on her back just don't move. She is absolutely massive right now, but they are enjoying their snacks, so let's let them be. Now let's see the last update on the tank. As you can see, we've got the front done, the bottom, each side, and the back of the tank. So how cool is that guys? Things are cooking along. I know it seems like nothing's happening because we're not seeing progress here at the rescue, but the tanks are being built, and as soon as they're delivered, it's going to be mayhem and chaos. We've got this girl here I've been seeing some action on again, so hopefully she'll be having some babies again soon. But some of these girls are going to be ready for an upgrade. And that's what this 20-foot tank will be a giant ray tank with the divider in the middle. But while we're talking about rays, let's go have a look at my albino pearls, because there's also some girls out here that I am questioning. I've seen the male going after her, and I see her back is getting pretty big, and that is Miss Pancake right there. Not so much on the vertical height, but the spreading and the shift downwards and to the side of her belly. She is also on my radar for the next ray that might be pregnant. But you can also see, like, here is a male, and he's just fat. And you got to kind of tell between the two. I watch my fish every day after they eat, so I can see when they're fat and when I notice something that's a bit strange. So them females in there, the next day you come in, they kind of process their food. Their back goes down a little bit, but it doesn't disappear. The other rays will look flat once again. Did you just see that? When she kind of sucked in her stomach and that roll to the side was still there? That is a good sign that there are babies in there. They are rolled up like the size of my finger, and they are stacked on each side. So we'll definitely keep an eye on Miss Pancake here. But this tank has been doing phenomenal ever since I took them gars out. And we got this new guy in here. He seems to be doing well. He got a little nip on his one side, and that was about it. but everyone else seems to be doing phenomenal. This male right there is gorgeous. Him, oh, look at her. They're going after each other. That was a female biting on her. I wonder what was about. I've never seen that before. So, Jerry, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. This stretch pearl or the key. Yeah. I don't know if that was her just trying to get to what she thought was some food underneath of her, or if she was being aggressive. Yeah, she was just doing it again, and Pancake was on top of her. So I'm going to chalk that up as aggression, but we're definitely going to keep our eye on that one. So we kind of do our best here at, you know, pointing stuff out.
What are these two?
Yeah, that is a male on top of the female there. He might like, yep, he's going after her. And this was the only female in here that I have seen. Oh, look at him. Get some, buddy. So that girl and this girl were the only two that I've seen that were not being bred with.
He's like a buck deer with his nose in the air.
Yeah. So we'll definitely see. We've got some action going on in this Ray tank. There is love in the air, or I should say water. Everyone is making a splash, and there is babies coming too. But that means I am up to a daily feeding schedule on all of the rays. That is very crucial and pertinent for when you are breeding rays. For one, not only to get the males in the mood. Two, make sure the mamas are healthy and they are able to sustain more life than just that themselves. And, you know, you kind of curb aggression between the rays.
The stretch is kind of ragged around the edge.
Yeah, she's been being bred with too, I think.
Aggression isn't because we're both standing here. They're expecting to be fed.
Possibly. It is possible, but they would most likely be up right at the front. But they do see that, hey, my human's coming up to the tank. It's almost feeding time. So we'll go ahead and throw some pellets in there for them and let them chow down. All right, there we go. We got some Massivore. The bottom of these bags are absolutely dirty as can be. I love the pellets because the fish absolutely love them, but boy, oh boy, do they make the water dirty. So I don't buy the Hikari Massivore myself because they are a bit pricey, and the company's not giving me a deal on the pellets, or I haven't met someone that can make that happen for us yet. So I only feed the Massivore when it gets donated here, and we get it quite often. Look at her
blowing bubbles,
playing in the bubbles. How cool is that? Okay, they made a quick, easy snack out of them pellets. Pancake is still going to town on the bubbles back there. Let them clean that up a bit more. And I got a few more pellets in the bag. I'm going to go ahead and toss in to them and let them finish snacking. Okay, another little update. The Cichlid tank is still doing great. Look at the red on this Atabapo pike. He is really fired up. This one with the little head condition, he's still doing good. Not as colored up as the other one. That's all right. But you can see the peacock bass, he's getting some nice coloration to him. He quickly turned into my favorite one compared to that one up there. Oh, if you get out the way, there you go. But they all seem to be doing good. There's another pair of cichlids that paired off in there. They dropped some eggs the other day. You can see these guys are back in their breeding colors here. They've got the mask on, so that they might be dropping some eggs here soon. We'll see about that. And of course, we've got this big old Dorado back here. I am getting ready to move him into the monster pond here soon. He's just been on a very good growth spurt, so I didn't want to move him until he slowed down, but he is getting chunky. So hope you guys enjoyed the update on the tanks and the rays and all the fun stuff that we had going on today. But we've got more stuff to do. I got a few last minute things that I have to catch up on. Look at this guy, he's getting chunky. Same thing with the giraffe cat. That clown knife is almost all the way healed up as promised. Same thing with the lungfish in there. I've got to get in here and do some tank maintenance and make these tanks get back to staying sparkling clean. I've been so busy lately that I haven't had time to get inside the tanks and actually wipe them down, but it will happen. My dad's over here building this tortoise enclosure for the winter time. Gonna have a small side for the smaller tortoise and a big side for the big tortoise, with the availability of opening it up to both of them. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video. As always, stay fishy, my friends.